All right, we're going to talk about the war in Afghanistan. All right, it's been 20 years ever since 9/11. Biden found no reason to be there anymore. He started pulling out troops. The more troops he pulled out, the more Taliban started taking over. It took over to the point, like, the president of fucking Afghanistan flew out of Kabul. Right now, he's in the United Arab Emirates, UAE. He's there now seeking asylum. Biden was saying he thought, and the plan was, Afghan troops, once we leave, they're going to take over. They're good enough to handle whatever. But Taliban just really took over that quick. Made their way to the Kabul city. They have an airport there, and it's the capital of Afghanistan. So you start taking over the capital. You saw the videos of like the Afghanistan people falling off trying to hit the airport, flying off the airplane, like falling off, climbing the airplane. We also froze the central bank, so it's gonna be hard for them to get money. Like, cause like basically they're trying to be the government. The Taliban trying to be the government out there right now. So froze their assets. So inflation's gonna go up. It's gonna be hard for like the poor people. It's gonna be hard for them to get money to like eat food because price of food's gonna go up.
It's not our problem. People tend to always make that cliche phrase that America's in everybody's business. But as soon as America leaves, now everybody's like, why would Biden leave? Why would Biden do this, do that? It's not our responsibility to take care of, their domestic situation. Even the Afghan president. He left. He
I think a pussy. He pussy.
Is he supposed to die? Like, I don't get it. Like,
you're the president. Use your fucking troops.
Do you think it's like America over there? Do you know what's going on over there?
It is not as organized.
No, it's not as organized.
Do you think it's like any other country?
But
time out. Do you know that in a nation of 50 million people, guess how many people voted in their election for the president in Afghanistan?
How many? Since you know everything.
3 million. Not even half the people came out to vote. That means they don't care. They're not interested.
Or it's hard for them to vote. It's very spaced out.
They're not interested. 3 million out of 50 million came. You blame that on space?
The resources that we have, we're in a good position because we have them. Not everyone has that. And clearly you see what happens when you don't have those resources. Now, because of that, why do you think he flew out? Because he doesn't have the same type of protections as our own president does. So that's the reason why he would fly and get out of Dodge while he can. Because the reality is that whole area is in disarray. The only thing that was keeping it stable was the fact that the U.S. troops were there. I think that they need to establish themselves with their own troops in that manner and try to model a behavior similar to America. If not, they're essentially a nation doomed to fail.
You think it's the president's fault?
Yes. It starts from the head, so yes.
What the president should have done while the U.S. troops are there, he should have built a structure. So if there was a rebellion, he can fight against it. But obviously he didn't do that. And when they left, or when they started to leave slowly, the Taliban started taking over.
They're also saying, I was reading, according to Biden, they told him we were leaving. He was informed, intelligence, their Afghan troops will be able to handle it once we leave. The Afghan officials were saying we left in the middle of the night type shit. Took the electricity, middle of the night we're going. Handle it yourself. That's what they're saying on their end. So it's like, I don't know.
And no matter how long the United States stayed, like if they left after 5 years or after 30 years, this was going to happen no matter what.